Hello everyone, this is chair yoga. I hope you're all ready to begin today. Again, I'm Angie. This is chair yoga. Anyone can do chair yoga. Anyone who can sit down can do chair yoga. As long as you have a chair. All right, so make sure you have a chair that's not going to slide from underneath you, because we do some standing poses, and we use the chair as a prop to help keep us stable and help us from falling. So make sure that the chair won't slide from underneath you. If you find that you're in an area where the chair does slide, just remember you can always, if you have a yoga mat, to do that, or maybe move it or put it on some carpet. Again, you might need help from somebody. So even if you just sit wherever you're at and then not get up, that is definitely an option. Modifications, we can stay seated throughout the entire practice. So know that if you should not be coming up out of the chair, or if you cannot get up out of the chair, then stay seated and just do modifications. So if we're doing tree, you can always adjust, and as we lift up the right leg to stand just on the left, you too can lift up the right leg while in chair. If I say move the leg out, maybe you can move the leg out. Depends on what sort of chair you have. It's better not to have arms, but if you're sitting in an armchair, or maybe you're sitting in a wheelchair and you can only move the leg so far, then just move it so far and keep it lifted as much as you can. You can always bring the toe down. So there's always modifications that can be done if you cannot come out of your chair. So, but if you can come out of your chair, please make sure that it is stable and not going to move from underneath you. The whole point of yoga is to heal the mind, heal the body, and not get hurt. There shouldn't be any pain in the practice. If there's pain, that's the way the body talks to you, telling you back off. That's enough. Let's not do it. Who's here? Hey, Margie. Good to see you, or see that you're writing. And so just remember to know that you can modify and adjust anything you need to. All right. Good to have blocks. I like to have blocks. So any sort of block that you have, even if it's a box from Amazon or Walmart, wherever you got the box from, you know, as long as it's sturdy, because sometimes we use the block to come down, and you might just make sure that that block or that box, if you're using one, is sturdy. All right, I like to use it behind me to remind me of good posture, sitting up nice and tall, lifting up. So that's why I have the block there. I have a strap to help with some of the stretches we do with our legs. So knowing that a strap can be helpful. If you don't have a yoga strap, a regular old belt will work, as long as you can reach the belt around the foot and hold it with both hands. Okay, one of these canvas straps, if you just have a canvas strap, that'll work too. And if you do PT, sometimes people who do PT are given these resistance bands. If you don't already have one with your exercise workout, you might have one from PT, so you can use a resistance band. So remember, don't go out and buy anything. Just look around the house and see if you've got something you can use in lieu of these regular yoga blocks or yoga straps. So let's begin. Let's make sure, shoes and socks. Know that you don't have to take your socks off in chair yoga. I mean, if we're standing and you find you're slipping, you might take them off. If you have to wear shoes, which is the case for some people I do work with, then keep the shoes on. So just know where you are today. All right? Yoga is really about acceptance of self first. Knowing that you are enough, okay? And knowing that with that enough, that those people who accept you for who you are, and know that you are enough. Not looking for anything else, not looking to be better, all right? You are enough. And while we do yoga, better. What it is that we do is try and be the best version of ourselves. Try and be patient. Try and be loving. And that's what we have to do, is try to just be those things that make us a better person. And each of us has our own things we need to work on. And it's really good in the first part of this practice to maybe meditate on that. And just to think, breathe through the thought, accept where you are, maybe acknowledge those things that you want to improve. Think about how you can improve them, or just accept them. Maybe there isn't an improvement, it's just an acceptance. So this is yoga. Yoga is a lot more in my mind than just exercise. If all you want to do is exercise, fine. But if not, if you want to go further, just listen to the breath, listen to what you are speaking to yourself. Listen to your mind. Listen to that small voice that tells you, oh, you know, back off. No, you're feeling a little strain in the knee, back off. Your shoulders aren't feeling just right. Bring them down. All right? Don't bring the arms up. So, all right. So now that maybe you've had time to go get what you needed, maybe you've got your blocks, your strap, shoes might come off, and begin to root those feet into the floor. And the knees are about hip width apart. Knees are right underneath the ankle, and the feet are parallel to each other. Knees are in line with the second and third toes. Shoulders are up and back. Sitting up tall. Oh, quick thing, if you need a tissue, we're doing some breath work at the end. So, just in case. All right. So finding yourself, sit bones comfortably on the chair. Feel them, both of the sit bones. Pressing in as the legs begin to engage, as the feet begin to press into the floor. And feel the lifting of the torso, of the heart, to the top of the head, reaching up. Shoulder blades are back. Elbows are by the ribs. This helps to keep the shoulder blades back. Breathe. Begin to listen to the sound of the breath as it comes in through the nose and then slowly out. Arms come up, reaching up, lifting up. And again, if you have shoulder issues, bend at the elbow. Otherwise, extend. Deep breath in, exhale, arms come down, reaching to the floor. Nice and long and deep. No sound. Can you still hear me? All right, let me know if you can still hear me. Sorry, guys. Somebody said they didn't hear me, so. So continue the breath, inhaling up, bending at the elbows if you need to. Exhaling down, reaching down. Okay, sound is good. Deep breath in, lifting up. Bring the fingers forward, reaching palms down, extending the hands, and begin to relax them onto the thigh. Lifting up to the top of the head, pressing the feet to the floor. Begin to gently close the eyes or gaze down. Continue to focus on the breath, inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out just a little bit longer. You can adjust the hands if you wish into a mudra, palms up, or keep them down. Even a meditation mudra, palm upon palm, thumbs together. Inhaling, listening to the sound of the breath. Feeling the chest rise on the inhale and feeling the shoulders drop, chest drop on your exhale. And at the end of the inhale, pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. At the end of the exhale, pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Nice and deep. At the top, and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. At the bottom, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. No pausing here, but begin to remove the thoughts if they're still there. Nice long exhales. Directing the mind inward. Focusing on the breath. Knowing the breath is the most important part of this practice. All poses or asanas, if you wish, are secondary. Remembering to leave the ego outside of the room. Leave it at the door. And accept where you are today, not where you were yesterday, where you wish to be tomorrow, but accept each moment, each breath as a gift, for it is the present. Inhaling, arms come up, reaching up, lifting. Knowing again there should never be any pain. Exhaling, hands come down. Your body talks to you. Pain is a method of communication for the body. Inhaling up, deep breath in. Exhaling, arms come down, palms down. Lifting up through the top of the head. Feel the feet pressing into the floor. Glutes are engaging. Exhale, chin down. Feeling the gentle stretch of the cervical spine. We're going to begin to rotate the chin to one shoulder on an inhale. Exhaling back to center. And inhaling to the opposite side. Going at your own pace, remembering to exhale, chin to center, and then inhaling, chin to a shoulder. Maybe 2 more cycles. Knowing you can always stop in a spot where you feel extra tension and just breathe through there, and then come back to center on an exhale. Exhaling, chin to chest, lifting up through the spine. Chin is still to chest though. And arms come up, lift the chin slowly, looking up, upward salute. Extend the arms up. Deep breath in. How's the cervical spine feel if you lift the chin slightly? Just notice how it is today. How's the lower back feel? There's a slight back bend in this move. Exhale, palms together. Elbows come together. Your wrist rotations. So begin to rotate the wrists. Keep the forearms together. This is warming up not just the wrist, but also the shoulders. The higher you come up with the elbows, the more work, the more warmth you'll feel in the shoulder. Shoulder blades are separating. Breathe. Reverse the rotation. Coming around, moving to every corner of your room. Breathe. Bring the palms together. Release the fingers and press the elbows out. Palms stay nice and tight together. Opening up the chest, press the elbows back as far as you can and bring the shoulders down. Not up, but down. Breathe. Bring the fingertips down towards the floor and then bring them up. Continue inhaling. Exhaling in the opposite direction. Use your breath to guide you. Now keeping the fingertips up, press the wrists down. You're going to get a little extra stretch through that inner forearm. Really press it down. You'll even feel maybe the fingers stretching a tad. Breathe. Bring them up. Press the fingertips down. Now, this may be a little difficult, but just even a micro movement helps. Bring the wrists up. Try and bring the elbows down, shoulders down. Breathe. Bring down the fingers, palms down onto your thighs. And maybe it's easier to use a block. All right, we're just going to begin to open up the wrists. So you can use a block or two, or a box, or a big old phone book. And you can bring it on your knees and just press in. All right, then we're going to press the fingertips in. Again, you can use your blocks. All right, and just bring them in. You'll still feel a nice gentle stretch here. Try and lift through the heart. Try not to bring the chin down and shoulders up. Open up, nice long breaths. Bring the fingertips out to the sides of your legs or the blocks. And hold it here. Breathe. Do what you can. Maybe bring the fingertips in towards you and see about trying to bring those wrists down. They probably won't come all the way down, not if you're sitting. If you're in a chair, you might be, if you're using the block, you might be able to. And just feel this, and even move the shoulders. And maybe rotate. So wherever you're at, just accept that and know that you are getting a benefit. Really stretching through the carpal tunnel here. And bring them back in, stretching them out. Forward to the sides, back in. Even bringing the top of the hand down and bringing the palm up. Switching. Same on the opposite side. Switching. Stretching through the top of your forearm. Now, breathe. Opening up. And bring them back up. Shoulders, shake it out. Let's rotate those wrists again. Maybe the elbows. Rotating the elbows all the way around and reversing the elbow rotation. And one shoulder, then the other. Just noticing. I always start by freeing up joints, or at least assessing the joints, so that you can listen to the body and know, okay, right shoulder, a little stiff today. I'm going to take a little bit more time to try and warm it up. And you'd be surprised how many times that shoulder may free up. And reversing the rotation of the shoulders. This is really warming up the upper body. Breathe. And bring the hands back down, shoulders back. And bring up the heels and down. Bring up those heels. Breathe through it. And toes up. Crunching, popping is totally fine. Just no pain. Reverse heels and toes. Bring them out to the side. Toes out. Stretching a little bit more on the inner part of the foot now. And bring the toes in. Heels are out. Feeling a little bit more of the stretch on the outer part of the foot. Breathe. It's always good to warm up all the joints, as I try to use all of them throughout this practice. So it's really good to free them up. And back to center. Nice deep breath, shoulders up, arms come up, deep breath, realign the spine, exhale, hands come down, cat, cow. We're gonna come forward just an inch or two on the chair if possible. All right, in order to give space for the back to come all the way back and make that nice C-shape curve of the back, and then lifting up on an inhale, realign the spine. We're gonna come forward slightly, slide the hands back to the chair, and then bring the heart forward. Breathe, feel the shoulders opening up and stretching here. Inhale, hands come forward, cat. Press the belly button back, chin to chest. Inhale, slide the hand back, chest comes forward, breathe. Inhale, tall, realign, exhale, cat. Inhale, slide the hands back, grasp, chest forward, shoulder blades together. Exhaling, inhaling, tall. Exhaling, cat, belly button back, chin to chest. Nice long arms, inhale, tall, exhale. Last time into cow. Really bring the shoulder blades back, breathe, keep breathing, never pause, never hold the breath. Inhaling, tall. Nice and tall, arms come up and then down to the floor. Find your Tadasana, pressing those feet to the floor. Lift the toes. Feel the arches engage. The palm of the foot is active on the floor. Quadriceps are engaging. Glutes engage, you feel a lift. All right, I'm engaging the glutes, I'm lifting. Heart lifts, top of the head lifts. Hands come down, deep breath in. We're going to come forward. Palms will rotate back and lift the arms. Feel the feet supporting you. Inhaling, bring the hands up gently. Slight back bend. Exhale, palms come down and then lift back. Palms are reaching back and up. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling forward. Just notice how the lower back is feeling, how the shoulders are feeling. Really engaging through the feet, through the legs. Good support here. Use your breath with the movement. And then relax the hands down by the sides. Find your Tadasana again. Deep breath in. It's really important to know this is a fundamental posture, mountain pose. It will be in almost every posture that we do, even if a leg is lifted, mountain pose in one leg, standing pose, stability poses, even in poses that require side bends, you need good foundation. So make sure your mountain is strong, your legs are strong. Progressively get them stronger if they aren't there yet. Inhale, arms come up. Here's our side bends. Really bring the palms together. Again, you can always have 90-degree angles at the elbows if you have shoulder issues. Otherwise, nice and tall, fingers are pointing up. Maybe you've got yourself a pointer finger up and then the other fingers are clasped. So reaching up nice and tall. Go back. There we go. Deep breath in. Start to do little circles with your pointer finger. Right, just gently moving, just noticing how the side of your body feels. Right, maybe the shoulders are tiring, bend those elbows. Come around the other way. You can even do, sometimes I like to do a figure 8. So I'm getting all sides, everywhere, shoulder blades, hips, ribs, or tiny movements today. And that's all you feel like. And then really lift up, inhale. And we're going to exhale and go to the right. So exhale, go towards the right. And again, think of yourself against an imaginary wall, and you're sliding those shoulder blades against that wall. You're trying to keep the torso parallel to the front of your chair, to your front wall. Inhaling, lifting up, nice and tall. Exhale to the opposite side. Deep breaths. Don't hold your breath. Never holding your breath in any of this. Again, strong legs. Lifting up. One more time. Again, really press those feet to the floor. Really engage up through the body. Exhale to the right. Again, think of that imaginary wall. Press the feet into the floor. Really think of pressing your left foot into the floor. Breathe. Holding it here. Exhale. Inhale. Lift up. Deep breath in. Prepare. Think of the imaginary wall. Exhale. Over. Breathe. Again, think of pressing that right foot into the floor. Right side stretching, strong. Lifting through the heart, not collapsing down into your left rib or hip. And breathe in. Exhale deeply into this pose. And then inhale, lift up. Holding it here, deep breath in. Exhale, arms come down, Tadasana. Deep breath, our mountain pose. Inhaling up, twisting here. Exhaling, twisting to the right. Left hand comes to your right thigh, and your right hand to the back of the chair. So I'm holding onto my chair. Lifting up nice and tall. Again, good posture here. Breathe. Maybe on your exhale, maybe you look over that right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, unwind, realign the spine. And then exhale. Right hand to left thigh, left hand to the chair. Lifting tall, good posture. Maybe this is enough for you. As long as the breath can flow effortlessly, continue. Otherwise, if you're having a hard time breathing, modify, adjust. Come out of it so deeply and not make it so deep, excuse me. Or if you find that you're having no issues, maybe deepen it. And exhale, chin tries to come over towards the left shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, unwind, realign the spine, deep breath in, exhale, last time. This time though, maybe extend that right arm back, opening up through the chest and the heart. Good lift here through the top of the head. Feet are strong, legs are strong. The twist is in the torso, the sit bones have not moved. And maybe on the exhale, the head can go and look beyond the fingers of the right hand. Inhale, unwind, deep breath in. Exhale, last time to the back. Maybe the left arm will go back. Again, you can always modify, hold, maybe even bring it down if the arm does not want to go back. Breathe, nice and tall. Feet are strong, your mountain pose legs. And maybe your next exhale, looking back beyond the left fingers. Inhale, unwind. Realign, nice and tall. And exhale, hands to the chair. We're going to do our leg lifts. Holding the chair, shoulder blades are back. Strong legs as always. We're going to really press that left foot into the floor and begin to lift the right leg. You're always welcome to use a strap here if you're having issues with keeping the leg up. You can always use your hand. I like to have one hand on the chair just to help support the spine. If you have a weak spine, this is great. Shouldn't have any tenderness in your lower back as you lift the leg. This is working your core muscles, your quadricep, your abdominals, and your lower back. So adjust and modify, assist as you need to. Breathe, point, flex the toes, and rotate. Good. All the way around. Make a big circle with your toes. Again, crunching, popping sounds are fine, just as long as there's no pain. Reverse the rotation. Breathe. Still lifting up tall. Left leg is still strong. Exhale, bring it down. Take it out maybe if it's tired. Strong right leg, root it down. Make sure you're feeling comfortable in the seat. And then lift the left foot up. Nice long spine, shoulder blades back. Point and flex. Deep breath in. And we're going to rotate the ankle all the way around. Breathe. Breathe. Again, you can support the leg, support the spine. Holding it here. And reverse the rotation. Strong right leg. There's a lot going on even in just this move. Sitting up tall, top of the head reaching up, shoulder blades back. We're in Tadasana with one leg lifted and rotating at the ankle. Breathe. Exhale, bring the foot down. Opposite limbs, arms come up, reaching up. Bring that left hand down. And pressing that left foot to the floor. Oh, excuse me, wrong, right foot to the floor. We're going to extend the left leg out, reaching out. Breathe. Continue the breath work. Accept where you are. Exhale it down. Opposite side. Nice tall spine. Press that left foot to the floor and lift the right. Really extend. Reaching through the heel. Reaching through the fingers. The activity of the reaching, of the extension of the fingers of the arm and the leg to the heel helps control and maintain the position. Breathe. And exhale it down. Opposite side, right arm up. Press the right foot to the floor. Find your seat and then lift the left. We're going to extend out to the side, reaching out. Just notice how the joint feels. Notice where you can move. Arms are out. Breathe. Support the lower back if you need to. Really want to work the upper body. Bring out both hands. Reaching out. And bring that leg back in. Arm up. Realign the spine. Extend right hand down. Press the right foot to, or left foot to the floor and extend through the right heel. Getting my right and left wrong today. Breathe. Feel that strength in the left foot on the floor. Extend it out. Again, you can always support the leg. You can always bend that elbow. You can even drop the arm if the arm or the shoulder's giving you any issues, tenderness. Strong left leg though, as the right leg is up. Breathe. Inhaling right back up and down. Reaching all the way up. And prepare posture. Arms come out, swan dive forward, hinging at the hip, heart lifting, head lifting, hands come to the knees. Just notice how the lower back feels. Nice deep breaths here. Especially if you found you might have been holding your breath on those opposite limb extensions. Really good to breathe. Never hold the breath. You can adjust, like for example, widening the knees if you need to in this prepare posture. We're going to come back into an upward salute with a reverse swan dive. So arms come out, feet are strong. Remember your Tadasana legs, mountain legs, and lift. Reaching up, upward salute. We're going to come back to our prepare posture and then maybe a forward fold. Listening to the body, adjusting as you need to. You can use a block here and stay in prepare posture. All right, if you know that your heart should be in line with the head, all right, so not dropping that head below the heart, any cardiovascular issues, God forbid you forgot to take your heart medication. So just know where you are today, what you've done, what you haven't done, and know if you need to stay in prepare posture. If you can come down, bring the head below the heart, then exhale slowly down. Adjust the knees out if you need to. Adjust the block down. Maybe hands come to the floor. And just slowly move to the left, to the right, really stretching through the lats and the lower back. Breathe, walking hands to one foot, then the other. Again, you can always use your blocks like an extension of your hand. Use them to come around and adjust. Breathe, or your blocks, or your box, or your phone book. Nice and long, and then slowly come to center. If you are in your forward fold, bringing opposite hand to opposite elbow, and creating like a ragdoll effect, where this really lets you hang and helps you to decompress each vertebra. As you swing side to side, allow the neck to relax, allow the heart to relax, allow the face to relax. Inhale, upward salute. Bring hands to knees first if you're not in prepare posture. And hold it here. Feel the lengthening and strengthening of the legs. Arms come out, reverse swan dive. Upward salute, breathe. Here we will use the block down as we're going to do a twist. So come back to prepare posture. Widen the legs just a tad. Maybe the width of the chair legs. And have your block. Grab your block or your box, whatever it is you're using. And press your hand on it. We're going to press our left hand onto that block and do a twist, a gentle spinal twist here. So adjust the block wherever you need to, depending on the length of your torso. Everyone can be very different. And we're going to slowly begin to bring the right hand to the right knee. Right hand to the right hip. And adjust. And then begin to bring that right shoulder so that it starts to stack over the left. Feel the twist through the ribs, through the waist. Breathe. Adjust the block if you need it higher. All right, if you find that your breath is really labored, bring that block up and give yourself more space in the diaphragm and lengthening. All right, so adjusting that block wherever you need it. Maybe the arm comes up. Nice, long arms, nice length through the spine. All right, so we're not collapsing down. We're lengthening through the top of the head. You can even, if the shoulder is bothering you, bring that hand behind your back and just let it rest there. This helps to keep the shoulder open. Maybe the eyes will look up, chin will look up. Inhale, arm comes around, maybe to the hip, right knee, come back, nice and long, lengthen, realign the spine before we reverse the twist. So right hand will now come. And this block should be kind of underneath the heart or the head. All right, centered between the feet so that we can stack those shoulders better. And so we're going to begin to bring that left hand to the left knee, to the left hip. Begin to stack the shoulders over each other. Nice long arm. All right, so adjust the block as you need to, lifting the heart, lengthening through the top of the head. And maybe the arm will come up again. If the arm doesn't want to come up, allow it to just stay on the hip or maybe gather back in order to open up through the chest. Breathe. Maybe the chin will come up, eyes will look up. Breathe. Exhale. Hands come maybe. Hands might come back to the hip, down to the knee, and then realign the spine in your prepared posture. Bring the block up to the highest level if it's not already there. And really lengthen through the top of the head. Press the feet to the floor, arms come out, reaching up, lifting up. Breathe. Slight absolute chin comes up, slight back bend. Exhale, hands come down. Breathe, shake it out. Arms will come up, nice and long. Exhale, goddess arms, breathe. We're going to come forward 45 degrees, or maybe just 30. Press those elbows back. Inhaling up, deep breath in, slight back bend, lift the heart, reaching up. Inhale, up, nice and tall, morning glory, arm to the side, press the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, hands come down to the chair. We're going to be coming into lunges, doing some warrior poses today. So, preparing ourselves, make sure you have a block nearby for your knee. You can probably remove the one from behind you and use that. And ready, Tadasana legs. Arms come up, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down. And we're going to begin to widen the legs. Nice and long legs. Deep breath, press the knees back, but make sure the knees are in line with the second and third toes. Feel the feet pressing into the floor. Shoulders are up and back. Arms come up, goddess. Temple, reaching up. Again, remain in goddess if you need to. Exhale, 5-pointed star. Press the palms out and away from each other. Exhale, hands come to the chair. Rotate that right foot out, adjusting and pivoting your sit bones in the chair. So now the pelvis is parallel to the side of your chair. Your left leg immediately comes to the block and just rest there as you adjust. Right leg is in 90 degrees. Knee is over the ankle, in line as always with that second and third toe. Make sure you feel comfortable, as comfortable as you can, on your right sit bone. Left sit bone is probably off the chair, and your support now is coming at the knee. All right, this is coming into our lunge. Just anything you need to. Take your time. All right, and if you can, you might just stay here. Or maybe begin to extend your left leg back, reaching that heel back. Breathe. Finding that lunge, pressing that front foot. Everyone probably has a different sort of chair, so some might be higher than your leg. Adjust anything. You can always put a block if your chair is really high for your leg, and adjust your lunge that way. All right, so if you have a block or a foam book or something that won't slide from underneath you. And really start feeling that stretch through the hip flexors of your left side as you extend. And again, your knee can be bent. Hold on to that chair and make sure you feel the torso actively lifting. Feel your feet pressing to the floor. You feel almost as if your strength is in that front leg. You can lift up. Maybe if your leg is extended, you might feel that heel press back and lift up through the hips. Make sure the hips are not coming forward too much, but nice neutral pelvis and good posture. Breathe. Left arm up, reaching up, maybe a 90 degree at the elbow. Breathe. Maybe the opposite arm can come up. Maybe you feel stable enough here. Feel the nice rooting through the feet. You're going to come into a warrior two. So the pelvis, hands will come down, pelvis will come forward. That knee stays put, front knee stays put, back foot adjusts, rotate the ankle out. Both sit bones, you might feel them on the chair. That knee is still out, we're opening up through here. Press the outer edge of your back foot against the floor. All right, if you need to stay with that knee bent, then keep the knee bent. Just adjust the pelvis forward. All right, still trying to open up through the inner thighs though. Arms come up, reaching out. Breathe. And then look over the second and third fingers. Reverse warrior. Bring the hand, back of the hand to the thigh. Front hand, palm comes up and lifts. Breathe. We're stretching through the right side of the body. Breathe. Not holding the breath, breathing. Strong front leg. Exhale, come down. Reach forward, side angle. We're going to bring the right hand down onto the thigh. We're going to bring the left arm up and around, reaching over the head. So it's over my head, not in front of the head. It's over the head. So we're bringing that shoulder back. If it's too much on the arm, you can always bring the arm back again, remember? Just like in our twist. So allow that shoulder to come back and open up through the chest. The forearm is strong on the thigh, and the foot and thigh are strong, rooting to the floor. Breathe. And if you can, arm comes over the head, and eyes look up. Breathe. Those who have long leg, you feel the stretch all the way to the heel. We're going to come out of this to warrior two. We're going to bring that left arm down, up and around, rotating completely through the shoulder, lifting up the torso, and then the right arm reaches up, shoulders down. Warrior two. Breathe. Extended triangle, modified triangle. We're going to come forward, reach, reach, reach. I'm not coming down, head is still reaching up. And then we're going to come down. Bring that arm, elbow to the inner thigh. Press it in there as we lift up. So in this position, the arm is straight up, not over the head, but straight up. And the elbow is pressing on the inner thigh. And the hands are apart. Breathe. Again, if you need to, bind. Really good stretches for the side of the body. And ready, press those feet to the floor, strengthen the legs, and lift up. Breathe. Arms come up. Exhale, grab the chair, wide legs. So bring that left leg back and around. Deep breath. Sound is still there? I keep getting people. Okay, good. Sound is still good. Hey, everybody. All right. So press goddess legs out. Arms come up, reach up. Inhale, temple. Exhale, five-pointed star. And then down. We're going to come into our lunge. So begin to adjust. Left leg comes out to the side. Pelvis comes to the side of the chair. So it's parallel to the side of the chair. Block is ready to plant that knee. It can stay there the entire time we do this. All right, so if you have really tight hip flexors, it may be progress. Take time, keep practicing. All right, so that maybe you can begin to extend that right heel back and bring the heel off of the block. Front left leg is strong. Knee again over that ankle. Remember our Tadasana, the rooting. It's always important, a foundational pose. Holding the chair, adjust yourself as you need to. Nice and tall. Lengthen up through the top of the head. Remember, try not to bring that pelvis forward or too far back. Find that neutral position where you have a gentle curve of your lower back. Right, shoulder blades are back and chest is facing forward. Right arm might come up again, 90-degree angle at the elbow if you need to. Feel the strength of the foot as you can reach up. Press back with that leg, with the right leg. Maybe the left arm comes up. Full crescent lunge. Breathe. This is a great prompt for those preparing to do yoga out of the chair. And ready, exhale. We're going to come into warrior two. So bring the arms around, begin to pivot the pelvis around. Adjust your back foot so that you bring it forward and angle the foot out. Still trying not to move that front leg. We're really opening up through the hip flexors here, opening up through the inner groin, adjusting the hips so that they're somewhat parallel. It's never perfect. To the front of your chair. Arms come up. Feel the strength in the legs. Strengthen that thigh, pressing out so the knee maintains its position in line with the second and third toes. And feel the pressure against the outer edge of your foot. If you do and can, extend the leg. Arms reaching out, shoulders down. Breathe and look over the second and third fingers. Open up, feel the strength. You are a warrior. This is your warrior. Wherever you're at, if your knees bent, if your knees straight, breathing, feeling the energy coursing through you, from your feet, up to the top of the head, through the fingers. Reverse warrior, back hand, right hand coming down to the thigh, left hand, palm lifts and reaches up. Feel the extension through the left side of the body. Breathing here, focusing. Eyes might look up. Adjust, modify as you need to. Everyone has their own unique warrior. Everyone's a unique fighter. Exhale. Coming back up into warrior two, side angle. Left arm bends, forearm onto the thigh. Bring your right arm around, reaching up, and the arm is over my head. So think of an imaginary wall behind you. And you're pressing the hand, the elbow, the shoulder towards it. Breathe. Maybe the eyes look up, chin looks up. Nice straight arm. Again, you can bind the arm behind you. Warrior two. Bring the arm around, lift the torso, and then the left arm reaches up. Triangle. We're going to come forward, reach, 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 reach. And then exhale. Begin to come down. Arms can be straight in their fullest form of our modified triangle on chair. Lifting up through the top of the head. Breathe. If you need to modify, you can always bring that arm onto the thigh like in side angle. Just bring the arm up. And again, you can modify and bring down. There's always a modification, so don't worry. But if you're in full triangle in chair, press that left elbow into your left thigh. Right arm reaches up in your eyes. Begin to look up. Breathe. Feel that stretch through the heel all the way up to the pinky. And ready. Strengthen the feet, legs, cores engaging, lifting up. Deep breath in. Hands come down. Just the legs, windshield wipers. Bringing back. Moving anything you need out of your way. Arms come up. Palms come into prayer and down. Close your eyes and just take a breath or two here. Inhaling tall, lifting up, opening the eyes. And exhale forward, fold. Widen the legs as you need to. Feel the stretch through the lower back. Inhale slowly, and this time one vertebrae at a time. Feel the tailbone press towards the chair. Then the lower lumbar presses towards the block that might or might not be there anymore. And then slowly up through the thoracic, shoulders up and back. Bend the chin lifts. Shoulders back. Breathe. And grab your strap. I'm going to stretch just a little bit more of those legs. A lot of leg work today. I'm going to bring that right knee in, side to side. Rotate it up and around, reverse. And plant that foot, right foot, into your strap and extend it out, reaching up. Nice deep breath in. Grabbing on with just the right hand. Support the torso if you need to with the left. A nice long posture, long spine. Exhale out. Keep your left knee in line. Breathe. Leg is out to the side. Bring it back in, reaching. Grab the strap with the left hand and then cross the leg over the left leg. Right leg over the left just slightly. Again, use the right hand here to support the spine if you need to. Or you can add a little twist here. Bring the right arm out and then begin to track it back behind you. Breathe. Inhale, coming back. Deep breath in, reaching up, bend, pigeon. Again, you can use a block. So if you need a block, you can have a block at whatever height you prefer, and then bring that knee out. It can even be on the floor. Foot can even be on the floor. But at the highest, it would be ankle on the thigh. And lifting up, exhale forward. Reach the top of the head forward. Press the tailbone back. Breathe. Inhaling, long spine. Exhaling, deeper. Remember, using your breath to move into your postures. Inhale, slowly begin to lift up, reaching up. Press it in. If you're watching this on replay, it's always nice. You can pause if you want to stay in a pose a little bit longer. Opposite side. Left knee in, squeeze. I like to rotate my feet sometimes and ankles. And then place the strap at the base of your toes and extend it out. Lifting up as high as is comfortable, stretching the hamstring all the way down. Press those toes towards you. If you can't get it higher, press the toes towards you. You'll definitely feel that hamstring stretch. All right, holding on with just the left hand, we're going to exhale out to the side. Keep that right knee in track with the foot. Good posture. Breathe. Inhale, switching. So right hand grabbing on, left hand maybe supporting the spine, or it's coming back around as your left leg tries to reach over the right. You can add the twist or not. Inhale, back to center, pigeon. Bend that knee. Use a block on this side, knowing every side can be so different. So you might need a block, you may not need a block this time. Sitting up tall, and hinge at the hip, exhaling when you come forward. Breathe. You can move side to side or grab the chair. Remember, breathe through the movement, inhaling tall spine, exhaling deeper into the stretch. Inhale, lifting up, reaching up, nice and long. Bring that knee in, point, flex, rotate, and drop it down. Shoulders, relax, shoulders up and back. Some breath work before our Shavasana. So we're going to do some opposite nostril, or actually, sorry, we're going to be doing fire breath. So we're going to try and get a lot of the oxygen, old air out and get more space for oxygen in. And it's called, well, in English it's called fire breath. And what it does and what we do is it's pulses of the diaphragm pushing air out on an exhale, and the inhale is automatic. All right, so let me show you really quickly how that is. So my diaphragm is about here on me. And I'm going to take a deep inhale and then exhale through the nose. All right, and what I'm doing, and I have my hand on the diaphragm, so hopefully you could see the movement of my hand as I'm actively pushing with that diaphragm, with the abdominal muscles, air out of the lungs and through the nose. If you were to put your hand against the nose, right, or just at the base, you should feel a burst of air coming out of there. All right, almost think of it like blowing your nose in pulses quickly, right? All right, and we're going to do 15 of them before coming into Shavasana. This helps to get more good oxygen into the body. It's really relaxing, and it really helps to filter out a bunch of thoughts that we don't want in there, and to help us focus. So let's try this. Sitting up tall, maybe placing your hand on your belly just to note if you're getting much movement. All right, don't worry if you're not going to get it. We'll do this again on Thursday. I'm going to try this for this week. It's going to be our fire breath. Last week was Ujjayi, and the previous week was Bhastrika. So this week, we're going to work on fire breath. So deep exhale, out the mouth. Nice deep inhale. And that was 15. Not so hard, I hope. I'm going to do it one more set, okay? So exhale, out the mouth. Inhale deeply. Here we go. And relax. Maybe you're getting a little dizzy on the second set. Totally normal. Really getting a lot of good air in, opening up the lungs, utilizing and making more efficient the lungs. Going deeper into the lung, getting the air out of the lower part of the lungs and activating and getting more good oxygen in there. It's really good for what's happening right now. You'll see a lot of breath work, a lot of doctors recommending breath work, trying to open up the lower cavities of your lungs because it's very helpful to alleviate respiratory issues that are going on. So next Thursday, I'm going to go for 30. Normally it's a count of about 30 or for a full minute. But I'll just start slow, and if you like it, if you find that it's helping you on Thursday, something you should do every day. Your breath work should be every day, seriously. So, into our Shavasana. First, arms come up, reaching up, deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down onto the lap, palms up this time. And deep breath in, cleansing breath out. Out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Now come to your natural breath, not being forced. And with each exhale, releasing tension from around the forehead, around the eyes, the cheekbone, down by the jaw, lick the lips even. And relax the lips, relax the tongue. Even notice at this very moment the tongue just laying in the mouth, noticing which teeth it might be touching or not. Notice the tongue and how it's relaxed and how it feels against the throat. Exhale, relax the throat, the neck, the shoulders. Feel the weight of the arms reaching all the way down to the knuckles that are rooting into the thigh. Relaxing the legs, lifting the toes, reaching up, 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 and exhaling, dropping the toes down. Relax the feet. Taking each breath in as if it's the last. And what I mean is with gratitude, appreciation for every breath. Finding joy in every breath, in every moment. You can turn me off now and stay in Shavasana. Otherwise, arms come up, reach up. And palms come together and down into prayer. Chin drops. Feel the last stretch through the cervical spine, your neck. Lift the chin. I thank you for being here. I appreciate the time you take with me. And I pray and hope that you have a wonderful day. And if you do reach out to others, remembering to think kind thoughts, speak kind words, and do kind deeds. And again, I thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate you all. Namaste. Be good, guys. Enjoy a beautiful day. Maybe get out and walk if you can. Namaste, Melinda. Good to see that you're here. Fabulous. Yin tomorrow if you can. Thursday, chair yoga again. And we'll be working on that fire breath. I got to go charge up my iPad. It's at 5%. Oops. Okay, be good.